It's been a bit of a rough stretch for the top three prop bets for the segment that I've been dropping, but we stay on the horse and we try to get it right back. I quickly want to touch on the ones that did not end up hitting. Johnson by knockout at plus 145. I really thought he had Darius Flowers beat in that second round, but for some reason it seemed like he was going for submissions more than anything, engaging with Darius Flowers on the mat, and I felt Flowers was running on empty in the second round, could have been finished in the second or third round, but Johnson was dilly-dallying and playing with his food a little bit too much, not allowing us to cash that ticket. The Brad Tavares via decision did not have a chance of cashing, as Gregory Rodriguez did a great job in terms of implementing his game and eventually getting that third round finish. And Robert Burchek, not what he was being painted to be. That round one at plus 150 had no shot of hitting, considering how many fouls there were in that round, but also how it seemed to really deflate the tires of Burchek in that first round. So very unfortunate there. And then the long shot Brazil by submission at plus 800. No idea what she was doing. She really did not step on the gas at any point. It seemed like when she did engage in the clinch and the grappling, she was able to get the spots that she wanted, but there just wasn't enough time on the clock when she realized that that was the best way for her to win that fight, and we had no shot of hitting that, but that's why it is a long shot at the end of the day. I got another three best prop bets for you guys for UFC 298. I just want to remind you that there is a KSW 91 breakdown as well. If you want to get some Polish MMA action on, I got like I said, full card breakdown. The card starts at 1 p.m. Eastern on Saturday, so it serves as an appetizer for the UFC 298 card. So make sure you guys check that breakdown out. It's for free to the public on this YouTube page, so make sure you guys check that out as well. All right. Let's get to the top three best prop bets we have for this pay-per-view weekend. The first of which is going to be Danny Barlo by knockout at plus 130. I believe he has a solid striking advantage over the power punching style of Josh Quinlan, but I expect Quinlan to be diving for legs this weekend as he tries to implement his BJJ black belt. However, Barlo does come from a wrestling background, and I expect his takedown defense to be good enough, also with his distance management and range management, and that will eventually allow him to open up that left hand of God, I should say. As his nickname states, I expect him to land that cleanly on Quinlan and eventually knock him out within the first 10 minutes of this matchup. Plus 130, count me in. Second best prop bet that I got for you guys is going to be Amanda Lemos by knockout at plus 125. She's going up against Mackenzie Dern, who is clearly going to be looking to take this fight to the ground. But considering her 14% takedown accuracy rate, I just don't see it happening. I think we'll see Lemos let go with her power anytime Dern tries to crash the pocket and try to get in on the hips. I think the strength and power of Lemos will be too much for Dern to handle, and that will end up with us cashing a knockout prop. I don't mind the under 2.5 at minus 135 either, in case there is somehow Dern getting this fight to the ground. I think her submission game is far superior to what Lemos brings to the table there, but I just don't even think this fight hits the mat unless it's Dern and her unconscious body. So give me Lemos by knockout at plus 125. The third and final prop bet that I got here for you guys is going to be Anthony Hernandez by submission at plus 180. I think if you want to mix it in and try to throw in those rounds as well, whether it be round 2 and round 3, you can definitely get a better number there. But I think in just straight up submission here, I think he hits it in those latter 2 rounds. I think with his knack for going for takedowns and inevitably transitioning those into guillotine attempts, he loves that arm in guillotine and is dropping back for it. I think with the pace and pressure he's going to put on Kopylov here, that will eventually tire out Kopylov and force him to give up those bad positions and submissions just like he did against Carl Roberson a couple years back. This is another fighter that's going to put him through the ringer, not allow him to get comfortable at striking range, and then eventually it will break Kopylov and open up that submission opportunity for Hernandez. So give me Hernandez by submission plus 180. The long shot I got here for you guys, and I'm going to switch it up a little bit. Normally, I just go with either a round prop or a straight up method of victory prop, but I'm going to go for one of those where we mix those two together. I'm sure most bookies now have that option where people can pick by round specific finish. So we're going to do that for this one, and it's going to be Obed Elliott by submission round 3 plus 1,200. Now, Val Woodburn will be coming down to welterweight for the first time in his career. This guy's 5'8" and would normally fight at middleweight and even light heavyweight at times, but now him facing these legitimate opposition and legitimate resistance, I think we're going to see him start to slow down, as we've seen on the regional scene as well. But luckily for him, he's been much better than these tomato cans he's been going up against. Obed Elliott's going to be implementing a grapple heavy approach. I believe it eventually breaks Val Woodburn, and that opens up a submission opportunity for Elliott. Now, Elliott has normally gone out there and won his fights by decision, but I think that there is a clear skill advantage here for Elliott. And even though I don't feel so privy with that minus 300 that's with his price tag, I think these submission and method of victory props are probably the better way to attack it. So if you have one of those books that allows you to go submission round 2 or round 3, take that. Otherwise, if you want to sprinkle it, submission round 2 and submission round 3, still end up in the profit if it hits that way. I expect it to happen in the third round, plus 1,200. Let's lock it in for a long shot. There you guys go. 3 best prop bets and a long shot. Let's see if we can get out of this slump of prop bets that we've been in over the last couple of events, and let's hope we can cash some tickets as well. Appreciate all the love and support. I will see you guys pretty much as soon as the event wraps up for my post-event immediate reaction recap. Make sure you guys tune in for that and see which juicy props ended up cashing for every single fight, as well as my immediate reaction to every single matchup as it finishes. Appreciate all the love and support throughout the week, folks. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already, and drop a comment below. Let me know what your favorite prop is for this upcoming card. Let me know what you guys are feeling. Otherwise, I will see you guys after the event. Peace.